Welcome to this week's episode of Business Wine and Cheese. This week we have a very special guest, Kiani Mills from KLM Conveyancing. She will give us a story about how she started. She will also give us some information of what she looks for in employees, and she'll give us a bit of advice on, for anybody else out there starting their own business. So make sure you watch us and listen to us, and look forward to hearing some of your feedback as well.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Business Wine and Cheese. This week we have Kiani Mills with us from KLM Conveyancing. Welcome.
Yay!
Woo! Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I don't know why I always pick wines that are very hard to pronounce, but this was something that came in one of those boxes we got from Vino Mofo. Cuvée du Vatican, from Côte d'Aron, 2017. I've actually been sneaky and we got stuck into this last night, so I'm drinking another bottle of Empathy. So that's why my glass is different colour as picked out by D, but cheers.
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 Cheers, 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 cheers.
Nice.
Yummy.
So yesterday was really nice weather, which I think suits rosé quite well, but we've sort of been going against that trend because we've been drinking heaps of rosé during winter.
Yep.
Anyway, that's I don't even know why I mentioned that. So tell me, origin story. What kind of kid were you growing up? What makes you you?
Yeah, I've been thinking about the questions and the best way to describe it. I guess I think hospitality had a lot to do with who I am and what kind of moulded me. So obviously I've known you guys for a long time and growing up in that kind of nightclub industry, bartending, hospo crowd, it definitely taught me and gave me the ability to get to know people on a deeper level, not just kind of surface. We've all got those friends on Facebook where we've got thousands of them that we don't even know if they've got kids or dogs or cats or whatever it might be. But being able to also interact with people in all different stages of life as well. So I've really brought that across into the business as well. One of the things we definitely advocate for is having the ability to understand people, stressful times, emotional times, happy times, sad times, all those kinds of things. So I think the hospitality industry really did help mould that. You're dealing with happy people, drunk people.
What about before your working life?
Yeah, always been a worker, always been a really hard worker. Fun fact, I never actually finished year 12. So I was way more interested in the social aspect of school than I was in the school. But knew I always wanted to do something with law. Legal studies was the only topic that I actually passed successfully, which is great. Left school and went straight into working in law firms. And just worked my little butt off.
Best kind of education you can get.
Totally. I mean, even when I was working in nightclubs 5 nights a week, I would still work full-time in a law firm. And do the daytime thing and the nighttime thing.
Yin and yang.
Fun on the weekends, exactly.
Very good.
Exactly. So, the work ethic's always been a really big thing.
Awesome. So, obviously, I didn't even know that about you, by the way. Growing, yes, exactly. We've known each other for like 15 years. Growing up or coming up through working in law firms, I'm guessing you saw how it was done there, and that's how you came with the idea to start your own business. Yeah,
look, partly.
Yeah.
Law firms, especially with the bright lights, it was just so clinical. Every client was a matter number or a surname. Again, it lost that human aspect to it. You didn't know anything about these people. They just were a file that appeared on your desk, and all of a sudden settlement's done and they're gone. And it was really transactional. And I was like, you feel really isolated and alone working in an office. You've got hundreds of files on your desk for real people that are having buying the biggest thing they're going to buy in their lifetime potentially, and you don't even know what they did on the weekend. So it really, I saw all of that. I loved it. It taught me attention to detail. It taught me everything that I needed from a clinical perspective, but I was really lacking that human side of it. So then I stopped working in CBD, and moved to a small office in Port Melbourne, and that's where I got to see
Still in law.
the difference. Still in law, just CBD, you know, working in an office with 100 plus people, that kind of top tier law firm.
Typical sort of.
And then moved to a smaller office in the burbs, Port Melbourne.
Yeah.
My burbs.
Best
and
burbs ever.
yeah.
How did you find that? Because
It was confronting at the start.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I worked a long time for big corporations, you know, the big names and everything. And you do feel like just a number. You don't get to know too many people except the ones in your department.
Yeah.
You can go to the like lunchroom and you'll see who's this person.
Yeah,
I
don't even know their name. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a bit confronting at the start.
Yeah.
I was a little bit apprehensive and like, how am I going to deal with this?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to sit so close to these people. And the good thing with being in such a big law firm is you could escape.
Yeah.
You could go and hide in the stationery cupboard if you needed, or go, I'm just going on an errand, and you know. But I very, very quickly realised that was exactly where I needed to be.
Yeah.
With the people, lady of the people.
Yeah, nice. So you just saw that it could be done better. Essentially,
definitely. I took all of the amazing aspects from the law firm and pulled in the more personable aspects from being in a smaller office and brought it all together.
Cool. Obviously, the business name gives away what you do.
Yeah.
But KLM Conveyancing, strictly conveyancing?
Strictly conveyancing, yeah. We do residential, commercial developments off the plan, pretty much anything to do with the Sale of Land Act.
Cool.
But yeah, main things.
When was that tipping point when you sort of I'm going to go on my own?
I was quite fortunate when I first decided to run a business because I had business partners at the start. So I had a business before this, which was still conveyancing, and they were business minded. So I was really lucky to be nurtured through their business, which was a successful business, and we created an offset business, which was the conveyancing side of it. So I was able to watch and learn and kind of find my feet while being supported, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that business,
safe learning space.
Exactly, and I don't think I even realised how much I was learning at the time. You know, you kind of go through it and they would take me to meetings and introduce people and go, remember to follow up and remember this. There's still things that's stuck in my head today that I will always do. When I'm training my girls, I'll say it and I'll be like, oh, I remember that. But when I decided to start this business all on my own, that was kind of a, I don't know, sink or swim kind of moment.
Absolutely.
What do I do? How am I going to do this? Am I stupid? Am I crazy? But my phone just started ringing. So I went, you know what? Let's just do it. Put the right people around you and things happen.
So how did you go about advertising, and how do you go about advertising? I know obviously I've been to one of your BNI.
BNI, we don't do much advertising at all, which is something we're going to start ramping up over the next 12 months. But BNI really has been my vessel to publicity, I suppose. Gives me a lot of opportunities to speak in public, and I do a lot of presentations and information nights and things like that.
For those that don't know what BNI is, do you want to maybe just quickly...
Yeah, BNI, it's Business Network International, and they are a massive worldwide networking group. And there's 62 countries around the world that have got BNI, and each chapter has got individual businesses from individual categories, so there's no competition in each group. So that's where the beauty of it does stand. In our group specifically, we're quite lucky. I mean, you get good people in the room and they're friends for life, business acquaintances for life, and referrers for life. So you've got to find your group and you've got to find your people, but the education that goes with it, the support that goes with it, they've got a university webpage with all learning you could possibly think of. You want to learn how to run a business, join BNI.
Awesome. What else are you planning with your advertising? What have you got in mind?
I've actually yesterday did some filming for some educational videos.
Cool.
So we're going to do a series of educational videos, which has been very fun. So we'll kind of approach old clients, new clients, social media, all those kinds of things, and then start doing some email marketing campaigns. And I'm terrible with my social media, so anything would probably be better than what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, it's always the case.
Yeah, definitely.
Something's always better than
Yeah,
nothing.
definitely.
For sure.
It's just figuring out what to post.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I know, that's what everyone says. Just do it. I'm like, I'm not funny. I can't think of like cool captions to write.
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, it's just a muscle you need to train. Just keep going. Not that I'm amazing at it, but
Practice makes perfect, I guess.
yeah, absolutely. So I mean, your business has continued to grow. So I mean, you can define success in many different ways, and I define success by how happy I am, and how sort of healthy and happy my family is.
Yeah.
So what do you sort of attribute towards your success, however you define success, and how do you define success?
Yeah, that's a good question and a tough question. Mine is very similar. Part of the reason that I did take the leap for this business was so that being a single parent with 2 children, having the flexibility to be there for the kids. I wanted to be able to go to the school concerts. I wanted to be able to go in and watch them do their parades and do those kinds of things. And when I sat down and thought about, do I go back and work in law firms, or do I give this a real crack? The deciding factor was law firms aren't going to let me leave to go and help out and do reading and things like that. So the last 12 months has seen my mental state and my business state really change. I've got some amazing business performance consultants on board, and they have just taken me from a stressed out crazy lady to work-life balance.
Less of an alcoholic.
Do you have a business partner that you can sort of rely on?
Yeah, well, that's them. So they
That's
come
them,
in as
okay.
kind of like, they're like a virtual board.
Okay,
so
cool.
then they're kind of like business coaches, but everything is results-driven, performance-based. It's none of the fluffy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's got time for the fluffy stuff.
Yeah, no.
It is numbers on the board, sales, how we're going to get there, what are your goals, how we're going to reach those goals.
Strategic.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
And you see the results. So like within like the first 3 weeks, I went, oh my God, you guys have changed my life.
I mean, like to Christian's point, right? You don't have a business partner, so someone also keeping you accountable and
That's
sort of,
exactly what it
what
is.
gets measured gets done.
Yeah.
It's a great idea for solopreneurs.
Absolutely, and it's having, you go, oh, I've got a staffing issue, who do I call? You call them, they've got someone in the office who does HR. I've got, I want to do marketing. All right, there's someone in the office who does marketing. They've all got different hats, so they all help out. I've got my, handler or whatever you call them, but he's got the team around him to help me with the things that I need. It's having that mental support, which gives me the ability to turn my brain off
Headspace
every now and again,
for sure.
So I think, success for me is really finding that balance. And I mean, look, money's money. We'll make money, whatever we do. But I don't think it's a dollar figure that defines success for me. It's definitely being able to support the kids, live in an area I want to live in, be comfortable in life. And that mental stress, just kind of chilling out a little bit.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. What do you... like we're really big on our team and sort of helping them with their success. What do you look for, or what do you sort of, how do you help your team members get to their success, and what sort of people do you look for when or what are you things you look for, qualities I guess when you're hiring?
Look, it's over the time of the business, when I first started this business, I really thought that I wanted to hire people like me. Because I went, all right, I need me people out there so that they can talk to the client the same, and they'll want to go out and network, and they want to do all these things. And I ended up with an office full of party animals. So I went, right, something's not working. And then I went to a B&I Advanced workshop, which was all about DISC. So we learned about the different personalities. And I realised that I'm a D and an I, and I was hiring all these people that were I's, and there was no one as an S and a C, so there was no one doing the work. Everyone just wanted to be out socialising. So I've had a really good look at the people that I work well with, and the people that I need in the office to support me, but also support the business. But I also do advocate anyone that comes to work for me, if you want to become a licensed conveyancer, I will help you get there. If you want to open your own branch, KLM branch, you can do that. If you want to open your own business, you can do that. I've got a staff member at the moment who... she's been there for over 12 months now. She was only coming in to help out for a little while so that she could learn the ropes and start her own business. And she's just about to finish up and move on and open her own business, which is exciting.
That's so cool.
And people are like, oh, but competition. I said, well, no, because I now know that there's another conveyancer out there that works exactly the same way that I do, has the same respect for the clients that I do.
Yep.
So if I've got too much on, or if I need someone who's not conflicted, I've got someone there.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And vice
How is that a
versa.
bad thing?
Yeah.
We need more good conveyancers in the world.
And at the same time, we got to sort of, it's healthy competition. You understand? Because you make sure
Absolutely.
what else can I do, the new,
Yep.
or, you know, just to stand out a little bit above,
Yep.
which I think is very healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Innovation's massive in my office
Yeah.
as well. You know, making
Yeah.
sure we've just gone paperless. We've got online portals for everything and
Awesome.
all these kinds of things, which is
Yeah,
really
that's great. That's a
important.
great-
So
Good question. What kind of technology are you using? That's kind
as
of
much as we possibly can.
yeah, that's good because I don't hear that very often with customers. The way you're talking about let's go paperless, I've only heard it from one customer that we did some sort of video content in Sydney, and they said we need to go paperless,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
that's a new
yeah. It's so
new
important.
world.
Conveyancing is
Yeah.
now all electronic.
exactly
There is no reason that we actually need paper
100%.
in our world. It's just old habits die hard.
Yes,
Um,
100%.
The bank still require that final piece on.
No.
No.
Can be all
Look,
electronic
the bank
signatures.
side of it, so the bank loan documents that the bank or the broker deals with,
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not you.
that's
okay.
not us. Yeah, that's
right.
them. A lot of them still need to be
Yeah.
Paper.
original.
Original signatures. yeah.
Everything we do, we get authority from the client straight away to be able to transact.
So did you get rid of that printer?
electronically. We've still got the printer.
Okay, cool.
Still got the printer.
Okay.
Regional offices still want original contracts, so we have to keep the printer.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But the minute it comes back into our office, it gets shredded into the electronic system and
Nice.
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
And a nice little thing at the bottom. Think about the environment before you print.
Yeah,
Think
that's
before
right.
you print.
Totally. So what about, I mean, we've sort of gotten feedback that the small audience that we're sort of building, a lot of them are sort of early stage entrepreneurs.
Yep.
So what do what sort of learnings have you learned, or what do you think is good advice for people
Yeah.
who are starting, or
I think it's really important to have the right people in your corner.
complementary
That
as
was
well,
the
right?
biggest thing, absolutely. Find your humans.
Yeah.
People will come to you and want to help you or be really excited and give you a new idea or give you that kind of, we all search for that buzz,
Yeah.
that adrenaline rush that comes with business, those big wins and things like that.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that I learnt was saying yes to the wrong people or putting the wrong people in my corner just because I was like, oh, but they're really nice, or
Yeah.
oh, but they offered to do this, or it could lead to this, and don't go with your gut. People are really important, and yeah, look, it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's hard work, but stick at it. It's probably
Yeah.
the biggest thing. There will be down days, but yeah.
Do you think you do you think you held on to some of those wrong people for too long because you didn't want to admit that you made the wrong decision?
Totally,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the biggest thing, so when I started working with Philotomo, who's the performance consultants, I walked in there and they said, right, what's the biggest problem with your business? Let's fix it. And I was like, oh, staff, I can't hire the right staff. My emails are crazy. And I read off about 5 things. And then by the end of our hour session, they asked me again, what's the biggest problem? And I went, me.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest problem because I was trying to control too much. I was
Yeah.
trying to manage
It's not
everything.
scalable.
Yeah.
That's no wonder I was burning out.
Yeah.
I wasn't letting anyone else do their job. I was trying to do too much.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I probably have learnt since we started, and we got D on board to take some of the heat of me, but I sort of started to learn that sometimes you just got to let and allow people that decision making,
Totally.
because I can be no, it's got to be done this way, it's got to be. I was like, you know what, maybe I need to let that person just take a little bit of charge, and that will leave the strength from me from actually concentrate about other things that are actually a little bit more important.
Totally. And it empowers them.
Yeah.
It empowers
100%.
them. And as they said to me, they go, what is the worst case? Instead of it being 100%, what if it was only 90%?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And who determines what's 100% anyway?
well, that's exactly right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If I'm doing 10
And
million things too much, I'm
and
probably not doing 100% anyway.
And it's kind of like one of the things, and through music industry, one of the things that I learned, there's nothing wrong with, making a mistake
Yeah,
and just pushing forward,
absolutely.
getting it out there, doing the things you need to do, just move on and then fixing it along the way.
As long as you learn from them,
Yeah.
mistakes are critical.
100%.
They will be the only
Yeah.
way, especially in business.
Yeah.
The
sure.
business mistakes, even
Yeah.
little things. I'll never forget when I set up my office and I played Bob the Builder for 2 weeks because I
Yeah.
just tried to do everything myself.
Yeah.
And I put my IKEA filing cabinet
And it was
together
a- it was
wrong.
an- it was
I
an-
still don't have a handle on the drawer. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Get the right people in.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's
I
really
think that's definitely something that I'll probably advise people starting their
Yeah,
own business.
definitely.
Don't take too much control of everything,
Yeah.
and try to learn to step back a little bit and let
Yeah.
people go, okay, well, you know what you're doing. I'll let you.
Yep.
Take care of
Absolutely.
that.
And don't judge yourself too much.
Yeah,
Totally. You're gonna make
everyone's
mistakes.
supposed to make mistakes,
Yeah,
right?
we're humans.
yeah.
There is such a
I'm number one of that. Like I'm.
Yeah, you are.
Have an issue.
Speaking of mistakes, let's see if we can trip her up with a lightning round.
Okay.
oh god.
Let's see how you
Quick
go.
answers.
Quick
Okay,
answers,
all right,
straight
all
up. One thing you can't live without.
My phone.
Favorite type of wine.
Chardonnay.
I was going to pick a Chardonnay.
We should have.
Well, not a minor.
Rosé's number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
We should ask that in the emails.
That's true.
What type of wine you like drinking?
Any.
Favorite band or artist?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to say Justin Bieber. I panicked.
Entrepreneur you most admire?
Oh,
Thanks, Kiani.
Theo.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
What do you do for fun?
Pilates.
What is the last CD you bought?
Oh, God. CD?
Yes.
Oh, like 100% hits?
Yes. What is the last movie you saw?
Descendants. My kids are watching it
Yeah.
over and over again.
So, texting or talking?
Texting.
Nickname your parents used to call you?
I've got such a hard name. I never had a nickname my whole life.
Really?
Kiani. Boring.
And your favourite holiday destination?
Hamilton Island.
Hamilton Island. Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
That
It's
wasn't
been
as
so
bad
much
as I
fun.
thought.
No.
No, it's usually flows pretty well.
We'll try and keep it clean.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having
Cheers.
Cheers.
me. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks.
See you guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to watch more episodes as I launch. Don't forget to share with your friends and click here to watch more videos.